Welcome everybody. Happy Easter. Pasaka Njema. Joyeuse fête de Pâques. À ceux qui parlent français. So this is going to be a really good show. It won't last long. Hi Lisa. The show won't last long, but it's a very good show. So let's dive into it because we're not going to take too long. We've already taken long enough. We had a wedding, my sister's dowry ceremony yesterday, so that was a lot of fun. We all got tired and everything. But nevertheless, we have to do money talk. So, there's an important topic that we always want to talk about. How to choose friends. Right? How to choose great friends. This is a $1 million question everybody asks. So there's different qualities of friendship. There are different quality of friends. So how you determine your friendship, your life really depends on it, right? I've had a great day today. It's been a good day so far. It's going to be a good week because next weekend, my sister's getting married. So we are looking forward to that and we're excited about it as a family, right? So this show is not just about serious stuff all the time. It's also about life, it's life in general. About money, about life, about happiness, and all that stuff. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being with us, and I'm so excited. You can see the excitement on my face. I'm really excited. So we're going to dive in. So friendship is important. Friendship is so important. I'm not going to read the verses, but I'm just going to say them, right? So if you look into, let's say, Proverbs 17:17, it tells you about iron sharpens iron. Friends sharpens friends, right? So your friends determines a lot about you. It's so important what kind of friends you have. It's so important what kind of friends you hang around with, right? Your circle determines your success, right? There is I don't know if you guys know a lady by the name of Lucy. She's a pastor, Lucy Natasha. For those who have watched this little snippet of videos, this lady always says, associations bring assimilation. Then it brings importations. Those who you associate with, you start becoming similar to them. Those you associate with, you start looking like them. Even how you dress. Have you noticed that? There's a group of people that they almost start dressing the same. They all wear boots. They all wear crew necks. Right? All those things is because of what? The association. They start sharpening you. How you dress, how you smile, and even some people how they drive. Right? If you have friends who drive bad, who are terrible drivers, you become terrible drivers too. You become a terrible driver. So it's really, really important how you pick your friends. So there's different ways of friendship stages. There's phases. There's phase of friendship, right? So we have to look for good friendships. So there's a phase 1 in friendship. The phase 1 is when you are 12 to 18. Right? For those of us who have kids, when you have a kid and is going to school, as a parent, you want your child to have friends, right? You want your child to be liked by others, to be with other friends. So there's that phase 1 from 12 to 18. At that time, that's when you meet friends in school. The others say childhood friends. That's when you develop those friendships. They become, you guys get into the preteen together. For boys, you start chasing girls together. You start going to church together. So those friendships start defining kind of who you are, right? Now, that's the first phase, 12 to 18. The second phase of friendship is 19 to 29. So now you are 19-year-old, right? You are already finishing high school. You're going to university. You're probably finishing university. You're getting into a career, right? You're getting into a career now. So now that's an important thing. So sometimes, some people, the friends they made when they were 12 to 18 or 12 to 19, they keep those friends up to their 29, right? So, but most times, not all people you were associating with when you were in that phase of 19, 12 to 18, you are gonna keep them when you're 30-year-old, right? So, and now you also get into the third phase is the 30-year-old phase, when you turn 30 and up. So there are people who they were friends when they were friends with people that since they were 12 years old. They still have them in their 30s, in their 40s. Those are lifelong friendships, right? So you keep those friends. I have friends that I went to school with, right? When I was little. In fact, there's a guy I think watching right now, Thierry, right? Thierry is in the US. We went to school together when we were little, right? We were little kids together, growing up together. Then we separated, right? So there are people who they were childhood friends, and that friendship continue to mature into their 30s, 40s, even 50s. But there are also people who were friends at a young age, and then the friendship disappear. By the time they're 25, they have all new friends. And the reason for that is because now they finish university. They're done schooling, so now they got into a new career, new environment. Now they have new friends, right? So that's how those are the phases of friendship. Right? So now what keeps those people together? It's usually interest, right? So if when you were 12, when you were 18, you still have the same interest as when you were 29, you're gonna notice that those people will continue to be friends. But let's say you are 18 and you are interested in some stuff, and you didn't go to university, for example. You didn't go to university and your friends went to university. They are engineers. By the time they're 29, they are getting married, they are more settled. And you guys have different interests. You will notice that you will be going apart in some instances, right? You will have different aspirations. You will have different interests than your friends. The interests are not the same anymore. But sometimes they remain the same. Sometimes you will have friends that you were young, you grew up with, right? You grew up with, don't worry, Thierry. You grew up with, and then you continue having the same interests. Right? It can happen, but most times interests change. Unless you guys went to school together, you finish high school, you went to university together, you study almost similar stuff, you get into your careers, you get married and all that stuff. So it's very important to understand those phases of friendship, right? And understand how people change, because change usually happens. And it happens because of life. Some people, they get married at young, I have friends that got married when they were 20 years old. I got married when I was 35 or 34, right? So I know people who got married at 20. So we didn't have much in common anymore. Because now I'm worried about chasing girls, and then my friends are worried about raising kids and providing and working. So you can see interest change. So those people, although we grew up together, we are not going to continue that friendship for very long, because we have different interests. We know each other. They go into the category you call acquaintances. Now, you see each other once a year, maybe at the party. Hey man, how are you? Long time no see. Like I see people all the time where I work, and I say, oh my gosh, it's been so long. And I ask them, how long have you guys seen each other? Oh man, it's been 8 years, 10 years. But this is my friend. I'm like, no, that's not your friend. That's your acquaintance, right? Because they don't talk. They don't see each other. Boom, they see each other once in a while. So that's very important to remember, right? Now, you have to learn to choose great friendships. At the end of the day, this is what this show is all about. Your friends sharpens friends. Like iron sharpens friends. Iron. When you have good friendship, your life blossom. Now, I will give you an example, because I like to give examples. At one stage of my life, I started hanging out with some guys, right? And these guys, their main, hey Nikki, their main thing was really just drinking, right? That's pretty much all. And for a little while, I was like, where am I going with these guys, right? You can see that where I want to take my life and where they are, we differ. right? We have different goals and different dreams. Eventually, I snap out and say, no. I cannot continue hanging out with these people because I'm not learning anything. I'm not growing, right? I'm not growing. And that's a danger. When you realize you have people in your life that are not building you up, there's no, you just say, just chatting, just spending time together. But the more you start spending time together with somebody, right, the more you start looking like that person. The more you start acting like that person, right? Now you have to ask yourself, where do I want to take my life? You have to ask yourself, what visions, what ambitions do I have in my life? I know friends who, they're together and they have a circle of friends and all of them are divorced, right? All of them have bad marriages. And you can see it's like a consoling group. It's like a you did this group, the AAA, right? It's like a therapy group. So these guys, they all, lick their wounds, right? They're all there, talking about how bad women are, talking about how life is not fair. They're just there consoling each other. And they're just in that circle. And then when you find yourself in that circle, it's very hard to get out. Because you find comfort. Hey, you're also struggling with money problems? Oh, me too. I'm in debt. I'm in debt up to my eyeballs, right? It's easy to stay with those kind of guys, but those guys don't motivate you. Now, you want to be around people that you aspire to, right? So, that's how you should look at friendship. So, as I said, associations, your friends can either be your blessing or your burden, right? Your friends can keep you in one stage of your life. So, you have to realize, what do you want in your life? What kind of people you want to associate with? How do you see yourself in 10 years? How do you see yourself in 20 years? They always ask these questions at job interviews. And I find them funny, but they're actually good questions because employers want to see where do you see yourself? What do you think? Are you aspiring to move up in the company, or you just want to be stagnant? Stagnation is really a dream killer. Right? Comfort zone. Most of us are in comfort zone. We just want to eat and sleep. Right? And as long as the bills are paid, or most of them, we are happy. But we have to look beyond that. We have to look at friendship that build us. We have to have, everyone should have friends that are higher than them. Right? So I'm gonna say about something here. Now, as I said, there is 3 different ways of friendship. Right? There are friends, these are different types of friendship now. There are friends who are above us. Now I'll explain a little bit what is above us means. I'm not saying about better than us, but sort of though. There are friends who are above us. Friends who are doing really good. Right? So these friends, you aspire. When you are around them, you can say, oh man, look at this guy. Right? He's got everything going on for him. He's got a nice house. He's got a nice wife. He's got a nice husband. He's got a nice career. Right? So you aspire to be like these friends. You look up to them. Right? You envision yourself to have the kind of lifestyle they have. So those are the people who are above us. So these are 3 different types of kind of friendships that you should look into. Right? And what gets people into that circle of friendship. So these people are above us. So you aspire to be like them. You get challenged when you are around them. You see your friends making 20,000, 40,000, 50,000 a month. Man, how is he making 50,000 a month? Right? You aspire to also do that. You aspire to have that kind of lifestyle. So that's the first friendship. These friends push you to achieve because it's like a peer pressure. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to be like these guys. I want to be motivated. They're not motivating you, but you seeing what they do and it motivates you. So that's number 1. Number 2, they are friends who are same as us. Friends who are the same level as you. You guys have the same jobs. You also if you all make $15 an hour, it's $15 an hour, all of you guys. Right? So these guys are the same. Now, the benefit or the disadvantage of this friendship is you guys have similar challenges, similar problems. These are the same friends who, let's say, have their issues in marriage. They have the similar stuff, right? Similar struggles. They are all in debt, right? You see, they're all in debt. So there's a group of guys, they're all in debt, and they do what? So they console each other. Oh my gosh, you owe how much? 20,000? Oh, that's nothing, man. I owe 50, right? So you go say, oh, man, it's not too bad for me, right? Why? You're on the same level. Right? You guys are on the same level, you have the same struggle, you have the same issues, they validate you. These people validate you. They give you validation, right? So you don't see that, oh, my life is not pretty too, my life is not pretty bad. My friend James is facing the same thing. My friend John has the same issue. Whew, it's all good, right? So these friends are the same as you. They have the same challenges as you. They have the same problem as you. You don't feel alone. You feel like, okay, I got buddies. We have drinking buddies, right? We all go and drink our problems away. We all and drink our issues away. So that's the second type of friendship, right? So now there's also friends who are below you. So not below like, under you or anything, but below in terms of what they bring on the table, right? So they kind of look up to you. You're kind of above them, but they are below you. So they bring value to others. So sense of worth, right? So these people are below you, right? So there's those kind of friendship too. So you have to look at what kind of friendship you want to be in. So my advice is find friends who are above you. Find friends who are, like they say, what's the word they use? Out of your league, right? You wanna be in finance? Find people who master finance. Find people who are good at finance. Find people who are great, have great careers. If you're in religion, right? I've seen people who are Christians, for example, and then these people, they have friends who are not Christians. Eventually things start okay. But then their friends, they used to go to church every day. They used to go to church every Sunday. But eventually they don't go to church anymore because their friends are pushing them out. So you have to be careful of that. You have to learn, where do you want to go with your life? What do you want to do with your life? Right? So now, friendship, toxic relationship skills. You have to avoid toxic relationship. Right? Find friends that are happy when you win. Now, this is an important thing. We've all had friendships, or we've all had friends that, have you ever gone to somebody and say, hey man, you have some good news, right? You have a really good news. Hey, you know what, man? I got promoted at work. I'm so excited. We had a baby. We had a baby, man, a baby boy, or a baby girl. I was looking for a girl. And then this friend, so you have to be observing about your friendship. And now you see somebody, you're telling them great news about your life, about what happened to you. And then this person tells you, oh, you know what? Oh, that's nothing. My friend James, my friend John, 3 years ago, he had triplets. Right? You're talking to your friend about what's good in your life, how happy you are about having your child, right? How excited you guys are. But all of a sudden, they jump, they change the subject. They change the subject, and all of a sudden they start telling you about somebody else's accomplishment. Oh, you know what? 3 years ago, my sister James, my sister Jane, my sister Sandra had how many kids? And they have no time. These friends have no time to congratulate you, to appreciate you, right? To say, oh my gosh, I'm happy for you. I'm really happy. Oh my God, you guys have a very beautiful baby boy. How great news is that? So you have to notice this, because people who are like that are not really your friends. They always trying to divert your happiness. They don't celebrate you. They don't celebrate your happiness. They always want to drag you down, right? It's like when you have friends and let's say you're smoking and you're trying to quit smoking. And then your friends keeps giving you cigarette and they know you're trying to quit smoking. So, and then okay, they are doing it not because they don't want you to quit. They're doing it because they don't want to be alone smoking. They don't want to be alone. They need company, right? As I say, misery loves company. So when you try to quit, when you try to better your life, they look as if you are having a knock on them. You look as if you are looking down upon them. Who are you? We all smoke together. And then you just want to quit smoking. Who do you think you are? So you have to look at it that way too, right? So be careful about those kind of friends, right? Good friends motivate you. Good friends inspire you. Good friends lift you up, right? So another thing I want to say, one thing I want people to remember is this, and this is dangerous. If you ever hear somebody, if you ever heard your friend or somebody you know say something bad about you in your, behind your back. Let's say someone comes and say, hey, you know what? Hey, this friend of yours, she was saying this, or he was saying this. That's really bad. You have to be careful about those friends. Because when they see you, they smile. When they see you, they laugh. But they're not really your friends. Because they're backstabbing you in the back. They are key, and those are the most dangerous kind of friendship. They're stagnant friendship, right? Those are really bad friendship because you don't know where you stand with them. Ambivalent, right? Ambivalent friendship is when you don't know where you stand. You don't know whether they like you, whether they don't like you. You're just there in the middle. You have to make sure you know where you stand with your friendships, right? And if you ever hear one of your friends say something bad about you behind your back, cut ties with those people, because those are dangerous people. Where it comes from, people give each other poison. And a lot of people who give each other poison are those kind of friendship that they laugh at you, they smile when they see you, but behind your back, they're killing you. So you have to be really careful about having those kind of friends in your life, right? Have friends that build you up. Have friends that motivate you. Have friends that celebrate your victories. Have friends that are happy when you're happy. Have friends that want to listen to you. Friends that when you are telling them something, they are interested. Have you also seen friends, you tell them stories, right? You tell them something that you've seen on TV or something that you watch or something that you read, and the first thing they do is they question you. Oh, is that true? Is that true? Really? Ah, no way. Let me Google that. Let me Google that. They don't trust you. They don't trust you. They always want to double check what you say. They always want to double check what you do. So you have to be careful with that kind of friendships. Because true friends support you. They're like, oh my gosh, really? Oh, that's really good. Oh my, that's interesting. I have to watch that to myself. Friends that encourages you. Life is already hard. We have already issues in life. You don't need people around you that brings you down. And I'm going to say one thing before we close. There's a saying that says one loyal friend is worth more than 1,000 relatives. I want to say something. Most people have been hurt or deeply hurt by family members because they don't know how to separate. They don't know how to create the boundaries. Family members have hurt so many people. Your sisters, your aunts, your cousins. Now, it's tough to separate yourself from family. A friend outside, you can just cut a friendship. But when it's your family, it's hard. But what I want to tell you today is this. Do not put yourself through tolerating abuse, tolerating disrespect, just because somebody is your family member. Do not allow to be treated that way. Do not allow to be treated just anyhow because someone is your family member. Please, right? Say no. You have to create boundaries in your life. If you see someone going over them, check them out. Check them out. Remind them what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate. Set your boundaries clear. Whether they're family members or not, they need to know. Because most people are hurt by family members. And those are deep wounds that never heals. You see someone who is carrying a lot of things in his heart because family members hurt you. So you have to be careful of that, right? So another thing, for those who have kids, watch who your kids are friends with. I will tell you a little story about my son. So my son went to school and he started getting into trouble. Very young, he was young. And I'm like, why is my son getting in trouble? He at home, he's a different person. So I went to school and I said, who's my son's friends with? They showed me this boy. I said, okay. So I wanted to know more about this boy. So I asked the teacher, I asked my son to ask his friend the number for his mom or his family or his father. So I found out that this kid is a single mother kid, a kid who doesn't have a father. And what happened was this kid was the one teaching my son a lot of these things. Because at home we don't have that. At home we don't do that. So once I learned the mom of this kid, I found out that the mom works so hard. She works so much. Poor single mother. I really feel bad for single mothers. It's really hard for them. It's very hard for single mothers. So I saw this kid. So when I found out the mom works like 2 jobs. So when the kid comes from school, the grandma picks the school up, the kid up. Grandma is old. Grandma is tired. Grandma needs his naps. So this kid is really taking care of himself, right? So I found out that this kid was not good for my son. So they used to call for dates. They used to call for to spend time with my son. Oh, can we come pick Ben for a date, for play date with this kid? And eventually I said no. I don't want you. I don't want. Ben is busy. Ben is busy. But my really thing was I didn't want my son to be associated with this kid because this kid had bad behavior. And I knew if my son continued dealing with this kid, he will develop this bad behavior in class or and at home, right? So I had to cut it off quickly. So be careful who your sons, who your kids, who your daughters are friends with, right? I know a lady here who started allowing her daughter to bring boyfriends at home at 15 years old. A little 15-year-old girl started bringing boyfriends at home, right? And the mom thought that that's freedom. Huh? Let them do what they want to do. And this boy will come and go in the bedroom. And this boy will sleep over. And it eventually created a problem. Now this kid, when that girl turned 18, boom, she got out. Right? Because the mom was allowing her to have this free reign. So you have to be careful who your friends, your children associate with. Who your kids make friendship with is very important. You have to watch out who they are friends with because those friends can shape the mind of your children, right? Be very careful yourself too. Look who you associate with, right? So one thing I want to say is I'm going to give quickly good qualities of good friends, right? Great friendships. So great friends celebrate your success. They celebrate you, right? And have you seen jealous friends? They always complain. They are always bad friends. They're always jealous of your achievement. You tell them something good. They always find something to criticize. They are criticizers. They bring you down. When you leave their presence, you feel like right? Because they make you tired. They drain you. That's what bad friendship does. Be careful about those kind of friends. Good friends allow you to have time sometime alone. Have you seen friends who wants to be with you 24/7? They want to hang out with you all the time. They want to spend time with you all the time. You don't have time for yourself. So you need to, good friends, they give you time. They give you time to be you. They give you space, right? Bad friends want to clog you. They want to make you, be around them all the time. Get you tired. Do not allow that, right? Good friends are caring. Good friends are, they have empathy. They compliment you. They never judge you. Those are qualities of good friendships. People that compliment you. People that appreciate you. People are not there judging you all the time. They are friends who criticize you. You come, you think, you leave your house. You think you're well dressed. You think you put on some nice. I put on a nice, nice sweater here. And then I go meet my friends, and then these people, they say, oh, what kind of sweater is that? Right? What kind of, that's not a good, that's a cheap sweater. Did you buy that at a thrift store? Right? They start bringing you down. So you have to look out for those kind of friendship. Look for friendships that build you up. Look for friends that encourage you. When you notice that your friends are always there just to criticize, they are always criticizing you, stay away from those kind of friendship. They're bad vibes. You don't allow bad vibes in your life. Another thing is, good friends respect you. They value your friendships, right? They respect you and they value your friendship. They don't take you for granted, right? But bad friends, you see these friends that you guys have a small argument, they lose their mind. Quickly, they lose their mind. They get angry so fast, right? You have to be careful with those kind of friendships. Another thing I want to say is, good friends, they believe your words. When you tell them something, they know it's true. They don't question it. And bad friends are always there when you tell them something, oh, let me Google that. Is that true? Is that true? Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, I'm not so sure about that. Let's Google it. They believe Google more than believe you. So, good friends, they believe you. Right? They don't question you too much. They just love you. Love is kind. For those who love is kind. Love is patient. Right? That's how friendship should be. Friendship should be kind. Friendship should be patient. So for all those of you guys who are watching, please start looking into your friendship. Who are your true friends? What are they supporting you? Are they cheering you when you win? Are they there for you when when you need them? There's only friends. There are friends that are only there when you want a party. They are party friends. When it's a party, they show up. When you have a problem, they're never around. Those are not good friends, right? They only want to drink with you. They're only beer buddies. They only want to drink alcohol with you. That's all. Those are not good friends. Stay away from those kind of friendships, right? Good friends, they call you because they care, right? Not when they have problems. Bad friends call you when they need something. Hey man, can I get a ride? Hey man, do you have $10? Hey man, can you transfer me $15 in my account? I have an issue, I will give it back to you. Those are bad friendships. Look at people who call you to just check on you. To say, hey, how are you doing, man? I was thinking about you today. I hope you're doing great, man. I hope things are good for you. Those are good friends. People that check on you. People that care about you, right? They love and accept you the way you are. Good friends. They love and accept you the way you are. Have you been around somebody who wants to change you? Oh man, you're not, like for me, right? See, I have an accent. I was born in the Congo, right? And I have a little accent. It doesn't matter if I live in Canada for 100 years. I will always have an accent. But you see, my friends, they love me the way I am. They love me the way I speak. They understand what I say. But bad friends, what they will do is they'll be criticizing, oh man, what kind of accent is that? I really can't hear anything you're saying. I can hardly hear you. They're always just criticizing you, bringing you down. Those are bad friendships. Stay away from those kind of people. Stay away from bad friendship. Stay away from those friends that always call you when they need something. Find friends that check on you. Just check on you. Just to see if you are happy. They are happy when you are happy. Right? So I will tell you something. Friendship is like, when you are learning to swim. Right? The lifeguards. Lifeguards are told when they're trying to save somebody. Lifeguards approach somebody in the water with their feet, like they put their feet first, right? And then the arms come. The arms come after the feet. Now the reason for that is because when somebody is in water and they're drowning, there's panic. They panic, and sometimes they will hold you tighter to hold a grip so they don't drown. But when you're trying to save them, you need to tell them, hey guys, you need to be calm. Because I'm trying to save you. So remain calm. So that's why they go feet first. Because why? If this person becomes panicky, if this person starts panicking, you kick them out. You let them drown. Now, it sounds bad, right? Because your job is to save them. But the reason why is because it's better they drown than having two people drown. Because once someone is not stable, once someone is panicking, they will make you drown. If you go hugging them, they will hold you like tight, like glue, and you're both gonna drown. So it's better to have one person drowning than two people drowning. So that's the same concept that you use with friendship. Use that same concept with friendship. Do not allow your friend to get you drowned. If you see someone is going in the wrong path, if you see someone is going downhill so fast, detach from them. Detach from them. Let them drown. You go. Cut it. Set boundaries in your life. Do not allow someone to just come and start messing out your life. I know guys who, let me tell you something. As a guy, right? Men that beat their wives are surrounded mostly by other men that beat their wives or abuse their wives. And most of the time they learn it from their household. They saw their father beat their mother, and they also have friends that beat their wives. So it's kind of a group of guys that abuse their wives. And you can see them hanging out together because they have the same issues. They console each other. They think it's okay, right? And I live here in my town here. And I'll tell you a stat that I've noticed. 90% of marriages that have broken up here, 90% of marriages that have broken up around the circle of one friendship. There's one group of friends. Their marriages are always having issues. Their marriages are always having troubles. These guys drink together. These guys chill together. And every day you hear, oh, this one, Balachana Bibiaki. This one, they separated. This one, they have issues. Why? They have a friendship of a mediocrity. A mediocrity circle of friendships. Where all they do is consoling each other in mistakes. No one is uplifting each other. No one is saying, hey man, you shouldn't beat your wife, man. No one say, hey man, you shouldn't drive when you're drunk. That's not that's not good. Don't drive when you're drunk. Right? No. They will be drinking together. They will finish drinking. This one will get in his car. This one will get in his car. They go home. And then they go cause accidents. And then, you know, those kind of people, they don't build you up. I want to encourage you today to find good friendships. Find good friendships that build you up. Find friends that support you. Find friends that don't drag you down. Find, you know, you have to create a higher standard in your life. You have to find friends that motivate you. These friends, they're in your corner. You know, it's like a coach on a boxing match, right? Have you seen box? You know, these guys are boxing, and then they have when it's halftime, they have a guy in their corner, coach. Give them water, give them a pep talk. Hey man, you can win this fight. You can fight. You can win this. Eh? Just jab like this, jab like this. Have a friendship like that. Have friends who are in your corner. Have friends who are supporting you. Have friends who are encouraging you. Have friends who are uplifting you, right? Not decreasing you, right? Find friends who are blessings and not burdens, right? Don't make everyone your friend. You don't have to make everyone your friend, but you have to love everybody. Love everyone, but don't make everyone your friend, right? Learn to select your friend. Quality friendship is important. You make your income is determined by what kind of friendship you have. If you're around a circle of friends who all make on government assistance, you're gonna be ending there too, right? So you have to look at what kind of friendship you want to associate with. Aim higher. Aim higher. Find friends that build you up. Thank you very much, guys. It's Easter. My mother's calling me to have a supper. She's already made some Easter dinner today, and I hope this helped. Please, if you have any question, reach out to me and we can talk. If you have any topic, Stephanie, I know you're watching. Stephanie, if you have any topic you want us to discuss next time, let me know. If you want, I can make you a guest. If you have anything you want me to talk about, shoot me a text. Send me a message. Call me. Hey, let's talk about this. I talk about marriage. I talk about money. We talk about advice, life advice, because we are here to build each other up. We are here to help each other up through this journey of life, right? If I know something, I want to share it with everybody. I want to help others. I want friends. I want friends who call me about business opportunities. I want friends who call me to tell me, hey man, there's this deal somewhere. Have you looked at this stock, right? I was talking to Trezor the other day about, I think 3 weeks ago, I did a show about stocks. And I was talking about how CN bought one of the biggest companies, a railway company in the US called Kansas City Rail. It will be the biggest railway that will be coming from the US, Mexico, and Canada. Trains will be traveling all the way. So that's great for business. I told people, you want to have stock, to buy stock right now, get CN stock right now, because those are going to go high, right? So those stocks are going to go high because there's going to be a merger that's worth $25 billion happening. So you have to look into money. Find friends that show you how to win in life, how to win in business, how to look for money, how to stay out of poverty, how to get out of poverty, how to become an investor, right? We don't need friends anymore that we just eat food anymore. We don't need friends anymore we eat fufu anymore. We need friendship that builds us up. We need friendship that have project. We need friends we can partner up and create something big. We need friendship where we can partner up, create a project, create a company, invest into something. Those are the kind of friendship you need. Do not find useless friendships. You might as well sit alone in your house, read your Bible, or watch a good documentary to learn about something than hanging around with people who are not building you up. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good one. God bless you. And take care. And happy Easter, everybody. See you next Sunday for Money Talk. Bye-bye.